Welcome to the Nightly Rant. I'm Mike.
And I'm Torya.
This is the show where we talk about the awful things that have happened in our day, the awesome things that have happened in our day,
and all the things in between.
Thanks for listening, and we truly hope you enjoy. One. So, I assume.
Do you?
That your position changed on the issue of what?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
The dog?
Exactly.
How has my position changed?
By force.
You make literally 0 sense right now.
Well, so explain to people what I'm trying to talk about then.
Why don't you explain to people what you're trying to talk about since you're making 0 sense? How the fuck am I supposed to know what you're trying to say? You're just babbling away about random words.
No, actually, they weren't random at all. They were quite specific.
Were they now?
Yes. You just refused to fill in the blank.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Odie.
I didn't realize.
Why are we talking about Odie?
I didn't realize.
Why are we talking about Odie?
Shut the fuck up.
Why are we talking about Odie? Tell me.
Guess you can answer the question.
Nope, don't want to. Why are we talking about Odie?
I don't know. Why are we talking about Odie?
Yogi, why are we talking about Odie? Yogi says he doesn't know why we're talking about Odie.
Well, then Yogi's an idiot.
Well, Odie is coming back.
He's been returned.
Poor baby. He was not getting along with their cat. He was making their cat way too nervous. Now we're going to have to make sure that he doesn't affect Captain Parker, because Captain Parker has turned the corner.
Yeah, we'll just have to make sure he...
You know, you're right. We're going to have to teach him not to bark at the cats. It stresses them out. Are you going to respond? Or are you going to stare at your phone?
1 second of silence is not the end of the world, considering most podcasts, you stare at your phone for like 4 minutes at some point.
Nah.
And it's just silent.
Only when you're talking. So that's how rare that is. Anyway, explain to the people when Odie's coming back.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? When? In the morning, the afternoon, or at night?
Tomorrow.
When?
I don't know. You set it up.
I already told you. It's in the afternoon, you dingus.
Like I said, I don't know. You set it up.
It could go a lot of different ways.
What could?
The reuniting of Odie with the family.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, he could be all mad.
I doubt it.
He could be super angry.
I think he's too stupid to be mad.
So you think he's just going to be happy? He's going to think that we went on vacation?
Yes. I think he's going to think...
Well, if you think about it, there's plenty of dogs out there, foster dogs, that they give to the other foster who takes care of it while they go on vacation and then they come back. So it's not that different.
I think he's going to be sad and mopey because he's gotten attached to his new people.
Yeah.
But probably not for very long.
He'll snap out of it real quick.
He's coming back to people he already knows and loves.
Yeah. He'll snap out of it quick. That's just funny, but I mean, she felt really bad, but I can understand. Like, it's probably causing stress between her and her roommate and the cat. That's not good for the cat. We know that cats are very touchy. Yeah?
I guess.
That's what it says online when you read it about Google.
Are ridiculous.
Google is neutral on cats, you know.
But it also says that they need more time than just a week to adjust.
Well, yeah.
So I think this is probably an overreaction, but whatever.
But that's their prerogative to act however they want to act.
Yes.
Right, Yog Dog Dog? Okay. That's Yog Dog Dog playing fetch with his hedgie. He is the cutest dang thing when he has his hedgie.
He's going to be so angry tomorrow when Odie arrives.
Is he?
He's going to be like...
Hey, where's the gimbal?
I don't know. Probably in the trunk. Why don't you find it later when we're done podcasting?
I will. Just cross my mind. I'm allowed to have something cross my mind once in a while.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
So, So tell me about those people.
What people?
The new people in the building.
What
All
new
of them.
people in the building?
All of them. How many
They're
apartments
annoying.
have turned over?
Like 30?
A lot, huh?
30 out of 66. I'm sure that's a reasonable number to say half the building is turned
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
I don't like any of them.
I don't know. I never see the guy over here.
I've only encountered annoying people.
I never see the guy over here. These two over here,
He listens to music
they're okay.
at the literal highest volume a person could listen to music in an apartment without causing an apartment-wide earthquake.
So?
Can you imagine what that sounds like to like below him and next to him? Hopefully they have the same soundproofing as our apartment has.
Well, that's my guess, is how he gets away with it. It's all the same building.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, actually it does.
In this apartment building, that doesn't mean anything.
As long as it's the same building, it means something.
Not necessarily.
Give me an example where two different things happen in the same
Bill
building.
told me he could hear literally everyone walking up the stairs. We cannot hear anyone on any side of our apartment except for the bathroom.
He must have lived his life in the bedroom and the bathroom.
Who knows?
Because that's the only place he could have heard people.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
You never know, though. Our apartment might be the exception. We may be the only soundproofed apartment. Because think about it. The people who used to live next to us complained about the people who lived next to them on the other side and how loud they always were and how they could always hear them through the bedroom wall.
Good point, because we don't hear anything.
I think that wall is ultra soundproofed, and we just always have quiet people on that side. And we don't share any other walls, because we're a corner.
Yeah.
So I think we're lucky.
Well, and the wall we share is with his kitchen.
Right.
So it's with his kitchen cabinet.
So we get like the odd cabinet slam from right there.
Yeah, and that's
and then
it.
a little bit of music in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's literally nothing.
But, and then them, they're nice every time I see them in the hallway.
Yeah, they're friendly.
They're nice when I see them in the hallway.
And they're very friendly, yeah.
But like in general, I don't like the new people who've moved in. One, because I don't know who any of them are, so I'm always mildly afraid that somebody creepy is roaming around the building.
Right.
Two, because there's been an overabundance of people overflowing the trash dumpster and just being general assholes about it.
Yeah, and like I said to you the other night, the proof that it's not the building,
See? Cabinets like
but it's
just
the
now.
people in the building, is that I've lived here for a while, and we haven't had this problem.
Right.
Same number of units. In fact, we had some much ruder people that lived here.
Right.
And there still wasn't a problem.
The only time we'd have Trash Mountain, it was at Christmas.
Yeah, holidays.
If the long weekend was a particularly drunken one,
Yep.
there'd be lots of trash. And once in a while, multiple apartments would turn over all at once.
Yeah.
And there'd be a lot of trash. However, I will comment, the new people don't appear to be furniture abandoners
Yes.
at quite the same rate as the old people.
Yeah, the old people like abandon an entire room from an apartment out
Every
into the
week.
trash, like weekly.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then they pay to haul it away.
But one of the apartments that's moved in must have like 75 people in it for generating that much trash.
Right? Like how do you generate that much trash anyway? I don't understand it, how one apartment could generate that much trash.
I don't know. We don't generate that much trash. We maybe generate a bag of trash every 2 days.
Yep.
More when the tiny humans are here.
Yep.
But I would say 4 bags a week at most.
I agree.
Plus boxes from Amazon. That's it.
Yep. Why is there a scratching sound?
There's a cat going full psycho behind the couch.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Who's back there? Olive. Saw you. It's Olive. She's always a psychopath. And then we have to report a somewhat casualty. gators. No longer has 4 legs. He only has 3 legs.
The alligator
gators.
has lost a leg.
Somehow, mean old gators lost a leg.
That's because Odie chewed it half off, and then Yogi got pissed off that it smelled like Odie and chewed it the rest of the way off.
Odie loved the gators.
Now he's gonna love the gator's
love the
foot.
gators again. Yeah, that's a good idea, though. He can play with the gator's leg.
Yeah.
And Yaga can be happy.
He chewed it off. He can play with it.
That's a good
Assholes.
idea. I have mixed feelings about this. I'm kind of happy to see the little dude.
But
at the same time, I felt really bad for him. Because I could tell he really liked her.
he freaking loved her. I'm going to go unpost the picture on my page on Facebook. I'm also going to unpost the picture on Instagram.
Aw, poor Odie.
Yep. And I'll post a picture.
You know what's terrible?
Reunited.
You know what's terrible? I think I just published the episode that we talked about Odie getting adopted. I think it just published from like a week ago.
That's irony. Also, I sent my mother a Facebook message. I think I sent it anyway. I meant to if I didn't. Saying that we jinxed it and that we can never talk about Odie again. Yeah.
Poor Odie. What she's referring to is that she was talking to her mom today, and she told her mom that, you know, if something happened, Odie would get returned to us.
Yeah.
And she explained to her that we decided that together because we didn't want the poor dog to have to go through getting used to another person.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, 2 hours later, I get a text asking me to call the head of the rescue, who is telling me that Odie is coming back.
Yes. So much for our fostering hiatus.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. But you know what? It is what it is. It's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
We got to deal with it. The little dog deserves to get the love that he's getting.
He really does.
He deserves it. He got it before. I guarantee you the old lady loved him to death. Come on.
Yeah.
People like that.
Poor little baby.
People like that, when they're that old, they don't take the time to deal with a dog unless they're going to be nice to the dog. It's a lot of work, a dog. Can you imagine what it's like for a 95-year-old to run around after a damn dog?
Right.
So, I mean, you know, poor little guy. He got all the love there, and he got all the love here. I guarantee he got all the love while he was with her. So, he deserves it. To keep it up.
Poor little guy, though. He's going to be so confused.
Yeah. But like I said, I started thinking about the fact that people have gone on vacation from the group.
Yeah, and left their dog.
And left their dog with another person for like a week, even 2 weeks. So, I think there's a certain amount of time. I like you think about it. Piper. He was only here for, what, a little less than 2 weeks?
Yeah, 1 day left.
He wouldn't remember us if he saw us. He would not remember us.
Yeah, but he's not a 6-year-old dog.
But the 6-year-old dog didn't live with us for 6 years. He lived with us for 6 weeks.
And?
So I don't think that has that intense of a connection yet, is what I'm trying to say to you.
He's still going to remember us.
I would hope so.
If he
Actually, what he'll do, because he's Odie, is he'll cuddle right up to you and he'll treat me like I'm a piece of shit. And he'll blame the whole thing on me. All of it. That's what he'll do. You watch.
We'll report back in about...
That's what Odie will do. He will treat me like garbage. Because he hates my guts. That's the real truth. Why are you yawning?
Because it's late and I'm tired.
It's not late.
Yes, it is.
It's early.
It's late for somebody who woke up at 4:30 in the morning.
You're a crazy bean. You're a bean of all crazies. Well...
You're a banana.
I don't know about that.
You're a baked bean.
We didn't get to talk about my favorite topic, though.
Talk about your favorite topic.
Nah, it's okay.
Just do it. Dude.
Stop. So, the guy never showed up to buy the camera. That makes me nervous.
the hell's wrong with people? Why does that make you nervous?
Well, I'm not going to tell you on the air why it makes me nervous. I'll tell you when we're done. It makes me nervous. I don't like that. It makes me really nervous.
Well, if you're not going to talk about it on the air, then you should probably stop talking about it till we're off the air. Lunatic. What were you going to say?
You know what? You're the sassiest individual that has ever graced this earth with their presence. There has never been, nor probably shall there be, someone as sassy as thee. How's that for a rhyme?
What's your problem?
Queen of all crime.
Do you have a problem with this? Dick of all dicks? Master of no dicks?
There goes the rating for this episode. Which cuts our audience in half. But okay.
I can't say dick in a podcast?
I have to make it explicit when you use that word.
Why don't you just bleep it all out? And I'll call you the bleep of all bleeps, master of no bleeps.
That's possible too.
And let people fill in the blanks.
It's possible too. It's not a bad point. That might actually be funnier than leaving it in and just marking it explicit. That's actually kind of funny. I like it.
If you bleep me, you don't have to mark me as explicit, right?
Right.
Beautiful.
It's only explicit if you actually can hear it.
That's majestic.
Makes sense.
Enjoy the fill in the blanks, people.
I got lots of bleeping to do on that one, though. Holy moly, do I have lots of bleeping
Why?
to do.
I only said it like 3 times. And then you can edit out the part in the
Only
middle.
3 times, and then I repeated it twice as well. That's 5 spots where it has to be edited.
Listen, you're going to have to edit this whole part out right here. But you take the Dick of all dicks, master of no dicks, and you bleep it, and then you cut out the part in the middle all the way to the enjoy the fill in the blanks, people. Call it a day.
Let me see what you're saying. That's not a bad idea. Okay, good. Thanks for
Do you want me to say it again so you can cut this whole part out?
Nope, we're good. Thanks for the programming note. I will make it work. Thank you for the programming note. Now, speaking of filling in the blanks.
Ruh-roh.
Speaking of that, filling in the blanks, I've kind of, I don't know, I'm staying out of this whole Supreme Court debate thing.
What Supreme Court debate thing?
The guy is being accused by a woman that when she was 15 and he was 17, supposedly he sexually assaulted her. He didn't rape her, but he sexually assaulted her. And I'm staying out of the whole thing because, frankly, I can see both sides. I think the timing of the accusation is awfully weird and strange and political, especially when you find out that a Democratic senator from California had the information for months and didn't say anything.
Interesting.
And then all of a sudden, when they get to this point where it looks like they're going to lose, they bring that out.
Oh, now I understand your question from earlier.
So, to me, that's weird timing. But at the same time, someone's making an accusation, and they're not trying to sound too specific. Like, they're actually stuff they don't remember about the situation.
Uh-huh.
Which, to me, I know a lot of people are like, well, see, she can't recall, so how can you tell if it's true or not? Well, to my way of thinking, something that happened 38 years ago or whatever, why would I remember what happened 38 years ago in precise detail unless I was making a lot of it up to fill in the blanks? But when you're like, I don't know, all I remember is we were at this party and this happened. Well,
seems more believable.
What was this? What was he wearing? I don't remember what he was wearing. See, that kind of thing seems more believable.
Right, because
but then the fact that this woman is saying, go ahead and let the FBI investigate it. People who are lying generally don't ask for the investigation to happen. It's the people who are telling the truth that say that. So what I'm getting at is, I don't know who's right. I don't know if it's just a political ploy, and I don't know if there's smoke there where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, this could also be both.
Not really, because the whole definition of it's a political play is that it's not true, and they're trying to make it look like it's true.
But the timing could make it a political play, despite the fact that it's true.
Well,
this person
could have been a political play. If they played it in the beginning when it first happened, it would have been a political play if it was true. The only way it's a political play is if it's false. Because if it's false, you have to wait till late in the game. Because if you play that card too early, they'll investigate it and go, look, we've proven that it's false. Versus when it's true, you can say it anytime you want. Beginning, middle, end. Because it's true. And any investigation will reveal that it's true. So why wait till this late in the game? That makes me suspicious. I'm just being honest. It makes me suspicious. But at the same time, I feel like as a victim goes, her approach is more realistic to me. Like, what was he wearing? I don't know. If she said, oh, he was wearing, a purple shirt that buttons down with black buttons and cufflinks and dark blue jeans, I'd be like, sorry. I just don't believe that you remember that after 30-something years. I just don't.
Fair enough.
So this makes her, to me, it makes her more believable that she's saying she doesn't remember. Yet there's a lot of people who are saying it makes her less believable that they expect her to remember. I'm like, okay, why don't you tell me what you had for dinner 38 years ago? I mean, you couldn't tell me that. But other people who couldn't still. Who the hell knows what we ate 38 years ago for dinner? And that's essentially what you're talking about here. An event, bigger than dinner, of course. More like, what were you wearing when your first child was born? Or, I don't know, a friend's child was born, whatever. The first baby that you met. Where were you and what were you wearing? You don't know.
I know where I was.
Where was you?
Sitting in the waiting room.
Wow. And whose was it?
My nephew.
Oh, very nice. That's a sad situation. Mm-hmm. That one. It's a sad situation. It's too bad it can't get worked out better. But you know what? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be when the time comes, Mm-hmm. Everybody gets to a point where they get to make their own decision what they want to do and don't do.
Yeah. That's true.
So, anyway. You've been tired for the last 25 minutes.
Years.
So.
Good night, everyone.
Hasta la bye-bye, Gator's leg.
Hi, everyone. This is Mike, and I truly hope you enjoyed this show. You're able to subscribe to this show on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher so as to never miss an episode. If, by chance, you did miss an episode here or there, you can catch up on all shows, past and present, by heading over to yogispodcastnetwork.com/TNR show. Thanks for listening.